Welcome to week 9 of half marathon prep. It is the night before of a big training day for this prep. We got a 10-mile run, recovery, more recovery, and then another soccer session, which should be a pretty intense soccer session. But right now, just getting my pre-work ready and all my equipment ready for tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow morning when we jump right into this exciting training day for week 9 of half marathon prep. Let's get it. One and 3/4 into this 10-mile run, and just for context, my legs are feeling a little sore from last night's soccer session, which actually was a track interval workout, which we did here at this track right here. So I mean, we're at an average pace of 9:36, which the goal is an average pace of 9:30 per mile. So I guess we're on track for that, but I'm just gonna keep going. And yeah, 8 miles to go, I guess. First time running on this side of town. Guess I've never really explored out this way, which it's a good run here. Just look at this. Wonderful sights. Don't even know what this lake is called, but it's nice. Pretty sure there's a trail that goes around the whole lake, so I'm gonna go and try to find that. I found the trail that goes around the whole lake. It's an 8.3 mile loop. Not gonna run the whole loop because I'm already almost 4 miles into the run, but just gonna turn around eventually. But this is a nice trail. Almost 5 miles into this run, and I'm following this loop, which turns out doesn't stay on the trail. Uh-oh. So I don't even know where I am really. Oh, I can see the lake. Yeah, this loop is weird. I thought it was all gonna be on one trail, but like it's got signs everywhere, just pointing where to go. Interesting. A little over 5 miles, and in the middle of nowhere. I keep seeing the signs for this loop that I'm running, and now literally I just got road in the middle of nowhere. Oop, deer. It's like, where the hell is this loop taking me? And it looks like I'm just gonna do the full loop, which will probably put me over a little over 10 miles. But I can tell you for sure, I'm not turning around because I just went down a bunch of big hills and I'm not running back up them. So across the lake behind. Still in the middle of nowhere. Got the freeway keeping me company, and just a random factory. Why not? I thought I'd be running along the lake's edge this whole run, but apparently not. But I just want to quick talk about, like, my legs are starting to feel sore and heavy from last night's soccer training, which, like I said earlier, was interval runs on the track. It was a ladder workout where it was 100 meter, 200 meter, 300 meter, then 400 meters, and then back down, which another 300, 200, and then a 100. My legs are finally starting to feel that. I would, not ideal to then have a 10-mile run the following day, but when I push through, I'm pushing through right now. This morning, my legs were already kind of sore this morning, but I ignored it and I said, I'm going on a 10-mile run. These 10 miles are more than just putting more mileage on my legs. It's about the mental game. Not a lot of these running creators talk about the mental side of hybrid training, especially when one of the other modes of fitness is soccer. But the legs are feeling it, and I just gotta keep pushing and just keep working, because it's gonna pay off later when in my half marathon race, but also my goals beyond half marathons. It's like marathons, and then in 2 years I want to run an ultra marathon, so kind of got to work towards that, and these 10 miles are building the foundation for running an ultra marathon in 2 years. So just got to keep working, push through the pain, and just continue to grow. We found houses again, guys. Still in the middle of nowhere. Don't know where I am. It's a big ass pumpkin. Look at that shit. God damn. Let's go. 10-mile run is complete. And yes, I say 10-mile run because that was the target mileage for today. But like I said, I ended up running a little more than 10 miles because I went and ran that full loop instead of turning around, which I ended up running 11.59 miles, over 1.5 miles more than what I said I was going to do. And even though my legs felt tired and heavy around mile 8, we pushed through, and honestly, my legs were tired, but they didn't hurt. They were just tired and fatigued, but I pushed through, did 11.6 miles. I did it with an average pace of 9 minutes and 20 seconds, 10 seconds faster per mile than I had planned for this 10-mile run. I wanted to have an average pace of 9:30, and I had an average pace of 9:20. So I'm really happy about that. And then for the heart rate, average heart rate of 152 beats per minute, which is within my zone 2 range. So all around, mentally and physically, that run was phenomenal. And I mean, really, another 1.5 miles would have been, another 1.5 miles would have been a full half marathon. The distance is there. Now it's just the speed. After my soccer season is over, that's when I'm gonna start planning and scheduling actual speed focused runs. So right now it's just all about getting miles and quality miles and just building that aerobic base, which we're doing. So I'm really happy with that run. That was phenomenal. So I'm gonna go eat a little something at my dorm, shower, and then I'll get back to you guys maybe either before or after my first class. We'll see. Normally my roommate's sleeping when I leave for my first class, so I can't really record while my roommate is sleeping. So it is now after my first class. It is noon right now, and made sure I was getting hydration in, and I also had 24 ounces of water with electrolytes in it just to help with recovery. And it's important to note that also throughout the day, I mean, just randomly, I'll just start doing like calf raises or toe raises, hitting random stretches just to help with my recovery. But also, normally, most days I'm wearing the Kane recovery shoes just to make sure that I am getting the recovery in my legs that I need, just with all the activity I do on my feet with soccer, running, lifting. I guess I'm on my feet doing leg exercises here and there, but just making sure recovery throughout the day. I'm gonna finish up my schoolwork and then work on some YouTube thumbnails and just planning my next video. And then that's really it. And then, but yeah, so I'm gonna do that work and then I'll check in like an hour or two. Just got done with some schoolwork, good amount of schoolwork, and then some YouTube work as well, just making a thumbnail for a video that would have already been released before this video. But I'm just gonna do some mobility recovery stuff, just some light stuff, some light easy stuff, nothing too big, to make sure that I'm good to go for the soccer session tonight, but as well for just the rest of my soccer season and for my half marathon PR attempt in November. So I'm gonna get right into that. Again, just some light recovery and mobility stuff I just did there. The lacrosse ball, rolling my foot across that's just to help with plantar fasciitis. I don't know, man. Plantar fasciitis, which the arch of your foot, I've got it pretty bad on my left foot, but I've always had that, and the lacrosse ball helps a ton. That mobility exercise I recommend for anyone who is running or playing soccer, just on their feet a lot. And then the two other little mobility exercises I did was just the calf raises and the toe raises. Those are supposed to help with shin splints, which I've never had shin splints in my life until this week. Quick did some research on simple mobility exercises that help with shin splints, and those two help a lot, and I've kind of already seen them help. I mean, yesterday the shin splints were there, and then last night I did a bunch of those toe raises and calf raises, and just throughout the day as well, but just a big session of them, like 10 minutes of just straight calf raises and toe raises. But yeah, it was just doing those just helps a lot. But a lot of the mobility exercises that I do I get from this book. My chiropractor and just sports guy, he's pretty knowledgeable. He I think he runs a sub 120 half marathon. I can't remember. My first half marathon, he ran the same race, but he was running like 6-minute miles. I think it was sub 120. It was very fast though. And he's a coach now. And he used to run professionally as well, but he recommended this book, and I've read through the first part of the book, but I really like the back part of the book because it's just a bunch of different mobility exercises that you can do, and it's all broken up into different parts of the body, like ankle, foot, and toes. This whole section is all for ankle, feet, and toes, which is that's really helpful actually. So you can just go through and find the exact part of the body that hurts or doesn't feel right and get exercises and mobility work that'll help you out with the exact area of the body you need to work on. That's my mobility, that's what I do, and that's where I get the knowledge for the different mobility work that I do. Really recommend that book. Now I'm just gonna get back into doing some more work. It is 1:15 right now. My next class isn't until 3:30, so just gonna get some more work done. Almost 3:30, class starts at 3:35, but that was like 3.5 hours almost of just straight working, and I really take advantage of these hours that I have in between classes or before classes, after classes, to really just get as much work done as I can. I don't know, that's kind of my philosophy. I mean, relentlessly intentional, that's what that means. It's just nonstop, just being super intentional with your time. And that doesn't mean you have to be always working or always training. You know, you can be relentlessly intentional with family and just relationships too. But for me, at school, I mean, all my free time, if I'm not at classes or run, soccer training, in the gym, I'm right here at this desk putting in work on either YouTube or game dev or just planning stuff, new training sessions, new YouTube videos. It all happens right here. I just really take advantage of my time and just being relentlessly intentional with the time that I'm given. So I'm gonna head to class, my last class of the day, then get some dinner, and then from there, back to work. It is now 6:30. After my class, after dinner, and I actually got some more work done on my game. I just didn't record this check-in right away after dinner because my roommate was home and I figured I would wait. Anyways, so I just got that work done, and now I'm probably just gonna play some video games by myself, with just some YouTube videos for inspiration. They are other fitness channels, YouTube videos. So yeah, just getting inspiration, just kind of trying to learn from other fitness influencers that are farther along in their career, both for YouTube's sake and just for my fitness sake. I will check in one last time before soccer training tonight, which is at 8:30, so I got 2 hours late night practice. Yeah, I'll check in before that training. It is that time. It is 8:10. That means it's time for soccer training. Like I said earlier, it's a late one, but got a big game tomorrow against our school rivals. I'm assuming this practice won't be super intense, but this practice is just super important because, like I said, big game tomorrow. School rivals. We always want to win, but we really want to win this game. But last weekend was our opening weekend for our games, and I mean, I'll just quick throw up my beautiful goal that I scored in our 4-0 win. So yeah, hopefully I can continue that type of performance in tomorrow's game, and then we have another game the next day. So really hoping to perform really well on an individual level, but also, I mean, I want to win for the team and for the school, so just keeping at it. So yeah, I'll see you whenever I see you. Just got back from soccer training, and it is 10:30 at night. Compared to what my soccer trainings normally are on like intense days, this is a pretty light training, which I kind of figured it was going to be with a pretty difficult game tomorrow. I mean, it was just around 3 miles of distance covered. A lot of my soccer training is closer to the higher end, 4, 5, 6 miles of during training sessions, so it's a lot on my legs. So that's why I prioritize recovery so much. Realistically, that's if I wasn't prioritizing recovery as much as I am, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I'll probably roll out my calves and hammies for sure, and my quads just while I'm at it. I'm real excited for game tomorrow, but thank you for reaching to the end of this video. And if you want to keep watching, you can watch this video right here. That's all about why grit is so important. So thank you all for watching. This is Rhodes signing off for now.